Looks like Pika also dropping the bitrate or something. Help improve stability. Eulurian paths. I guess it's Oilerian. 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 I've heard of Hamiltonian paths.
Yeah, but that's a bit different.
Euler gets everything named after him.
I'll just... I transitioned. You have to quickly read. Or
Okay.
lower.
Egg House Smiley Escape is the new point-click escape game from Games Too Jolly. There's a Smiley boy in the town. Some pricks have kidnapped him and locked him up in an egg house far away from hometown. You are somehow into his mind using the mind transfer technique by accident. It's time for you to outrun that Smiley boys. Check out for clues, solve the puzzles you encounter, and make him escape ASAP. Good luck, Jolly Mania.
There's a lot in this lore.
There's a Smiley boy in town.
Some pricks.
And then the mind transfer technique. Now, this might surprise you if you haven't seen this mind transfer technique before, but it actually comes up quite a bit. It's like the second most common next to cocktail. I did this one. I remember these eggs. The number of teeth they have, I think, clues the order, and then their eyes are looking left or right. And this panel that Pikapals just opened, I think took me a long time to open because I foolishly thought I had already clicked on it and just never clicked on it again. Karl getting that one open too. Here are the eyes. That's where you enter the egg eye clues into. Oh, it was this Dreamland. That that sign is very bizarre. It was the source of a lot of time lost.
I'm way behind you somehow. Hold on. Oh, there we go.
Pikapals has got a timer, so I'm seeing like 116, 117.
Yeah, that matches mine about.
Cool. So we got one little... what's that called? The Russian nesting doll. Matryoshka doll?
Matryoshka, I think.
Yeah, whatever it is, it's in Karl's inventory. So if you click the arrows, some of these circles are yellow and some of them are gray. And now, because the sign says in bold letters Dreamland, you might be thinking, well, if you add in the space between them, that's 10 characters and then there's 10 dots and maybe it's trying to clue a series of letters. I think that's a total red herring. I think it's literally just telling you, hey, the box that lights up, it lights up on the 2nd, the 4th, the 6th, and the 8th numbers, and it's just cluing those 4 numbers in order. And I think that's what Pikapals just entered, actually.
So the mouse is like a silhouette, which is red. Everything else is properly drawn.
Yeah, well, they had all these assets of all these other animals, and then the mouse was from a completely different set of assets, but they were, well, whatever.
Like that centipede was a bit weird as well. Or
yeah.
whatever it is.
So there's a weird sort of tag thing in Karl's inventory. I believe they get hung on these hooks outside the Dreamland house, and then eventually they flip over and reveal a 6-digit number or something. But it's been pretty slow progress from both players, and I think it's just kind of weird. Nothing is quite matching up in a way that either player has expected it to.
So I hope what happens is we put the Matryoshka doll somewhere, and then it like unfolds itself and reveals some kind of code.
That'd be cool. I think it's just like 3 of them go into holes that look like them, and then that's it.
But why is it a Matryoshka doll then?
Why is it a Ninja Turtle? Why is it a pair of handcuffs? Why is anything?
I mean, the handcuffs were like thematically fitting.
Yeah, that's true. That's better than what's happening here. Not sure where 3124 was coming from for Karl. Maybe that was what was on the egg. Oh, but the egg is be combined with the egg in the closet that Pikapals just found. Oh, wait, but Karl's already got the green one, I think, so Karl had already done that. But there you go. All 3 Matryoshka dolls leads to a key, gets you into this house where there are more puzzles.
So what is this puzzle?
There's a sequence of colors, and I don't remember what clues it.
I mean the the Dreamland sign.
That's a 4-digit number, I think, comes off of that. Okay, Karl's got the pink doll now. He's found this rock with a 6-letter word on it.
What a normal thing to say.
Meanwhile, Pikapals has dug up the vase, which has some symbols on it. Has 3 out of 6 tags and knows where to put them. These sliders just above the door. Yep. Oh, right, yeah, there was just a straight up list on the wall that just told you numbers and colors. It didn't even have color on it. It just had plain text that said the word yellow, red. I don't remember if Pikapals has used the trunk of the elephant for those colors. I think Karl is missing the Dreamland sign, or the egg in the cabinet, I think is the big one. The hook fishes out 2 more tags. I think, yeah, the last 2 tags. This is our 6-letter word, action.
Is another one of like those things where we put the tags in that order. So how does that make sense?
Yeah.
That's where our lore experts come in. Oh.
And there's our Smiley boy. Legally distinct from any other puck-shaped men.
Puck-man.
643, a pretty quick clear. I was getting a little bit worried for our players when they started to get a little bit stuck early on, kind of exactly where Karl is stuck, really. But Pikapals got past that one part, was able to push through it. Actually beating out Puffer King, who has been racing along. And I'm with Karl. I definitely would have been around this point, I think, where Karl is when I played this. It was a long time ago, so I was not as good at these as I am now, but the Dreamland sign had me thinking, like, if you map the letters Dreamland onto those 10
That's
slots,
what I was thinking.
Then, yeah.
But it doesn't fit because it's 9 letters in Dreamland.
Yeah, unless the space between them counts as 1,
yeah.
and then
yeah,
but then
that's
you're
what I was
really
thinking.
overthinking it.
Like, you only take all the ones where it lights up yellow and then it spells real or something.
Yeah, it gets really close to spelling something, I remember.
Oh, Ra, the god of the sun.
Yeah, that's it. That's what it must be. Then you go to the 6-letter word rock and you just put the R at the front and then just Ra. So Karl can still click on those eggs that are looking left and right, so I think maybe there's also that puzzle to do as well.
One thing I like about these games is in this post-game screen that we see on Pikapals stream, like it shows all these thumbnails for their other games, and they somehow like rigged those games to play every animation at once. So there's just always a lot of stuff happening in all of these screens.
Yeah, I admit they look kind of appealing,
Yeah.
just from these thumbnails.
So we got like two, like in that house, bottom left, the brown house, we've got like a hammer, the door is opening, two of those compartments are opening, something's in the tree. Like there's a lot going on there.
Yeah. All right, Carl's got the I think that was the eggs looking left and right puzzle, but he's only going to get a tag out of this, so this is another dead end.
Oh, he's missing 3 tags.
Yeah, it's I missed if he put in either the looking left or right or the 4-digit number. But he did one of those and now he needs to do the other. And I think that's the 4-digit number on the right still, so it was the eggs looking left, right. When I get stuck, the thing I'd end up doing is I make a list of puzzles and a list of clues. And I just try to see what makes the most sense to connect.
I would be too afraid of missing a clue.
Yeah. So you look at that list and you evaluate what's worth your time to imagine being connected, right? Like what's a possibility? Oh no, I was wrong. It's still the eggs that needs to go in here for Karl.
But yeah, making that kind of list is like it. I think it would be a good idea if these games were harder. But with how these games have been going, I would be afraid of wasting more time that I'm saving.
Yeah, well, I don't mean like actually like typing out like the name of each puzzle and each clue or whatever, but just kind of like have a mental tally in my head and try to sort them left and right, puzzles and clues. So that was the big thing. Karl's in the house now. Gets a pretty straightforward 3-color clue. Shovel 99% of the time is used on a dark spot on the ground, but here it's used on a half-buried object. And this is interesting. I've got Karl's audio, so I heard him say swirl crescent something hashtag. Like he came up with a sort of like word for each picture, basically, rather than, a screenshot and double check.
Hashtag.
Whatever works, right? It's like a Rorschach test almost. One tag left.
Like at this point, you gotta know you're close. So in the new engine, it's worth it to check what can I click still. So which hint have I yet to use?
Yep. One of the things that kept throwing me off in this one is these pots outside this Dreamland house on the left and right. They have colors on the stripes and a different number of stripes. One is like 4 blue stripes and one is 3 green stripes.
But it's unrelated?
It's nothing. I think probably there's another game somewhere with 2 more pots.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Like, this is just assets from a different game and they didn't think about it a lot.
Yeah, I've seen those kinds of little hallmarks all over the place in a lot of these games. All right, there we go. The final tag.
And action.
Smiley escape. Wow, a decisive game 1 in Pikapals' favor. That was a tough one, though. That was...
It didn't look like it was gonna be decisive.
Yeah. I like I said, like, I got hung up on a lot of things like Karl did, so... I think that was one where, like, sometimes in these games, it's not about, like, who's smarter or better. Sometimes you're just, like, not on the same train of thought as this one, and it just doesn't agree with you, and I think that's kind of what happened here more than anything. I'll go ahead and record this one so we can move on to game 2. Karl's not feeling good about that last match. I played a match recently where I lost so horribly in game 1. My opponent finished in 7 minutes, and I had solved 0 puzzles in that time. I had collected a couple objects. It was one of the old ones and really pixel hunty. And so I had like 4 out of 5 stars and 2 out of 3 planks of wood and a torch that I put together and a flashlight that I found.
And you just know, like, you're only missing 1 puzzle, and that's gonna give you like the missing star, and that's gonna give you the missing whatever else.
Yeah, but I just never got there. So it was like super crushing defeat. I barely got to solve it. I guess I did solve 1 puzzle. The thing I was missing, by the way, was there was several. It was an old one, so previously clickable things were still clickable, and there was a room filled with diamonds, and 2 of those, like all 3 of the areas of diamonds were clickable. 2 of them had objects, and 1 of them didn't. And I forgot that it didn't. So I didn't realize there was something to do there. And you need to shine the flashlight into the diamond to have it split, to diffract, diffuse, I don't remember the term, but to get colors out of it.
Yeah.
And then those colors go into a puzzle.
Like Pink Floyd.
Exactly. And I didn't get it, and my opponent got it immediately. So it was a super crushing defeat. But then, like, I came back and crushed them back on game 2. So... It wasn't really like my opponent was just so much better than me. It was, it happens sometimes. It happened one way, and then it happened, I think, the other way, because I think actually we were closely matched overall.
Yeah, this is why I think it's a good idea to have this best of 3.
Totally.
Like, imagine going out on 1 game just because there was some dumb, like, level hint in the background.
So let's see what game 2 is going to give us. Some girls in here to do the pulling. And I think she pulled game number 4 out of like 1,600 or whatever. We got a single digit number.
Gonna get spooky.
Yeah, there's a couple of spooky ones. I guess once they started getting the assets for like a Halloween style game, they were like, well, we got all this spooky stuff, let's do another one of those.
And there's only so many assets to use in these games, like gravestone, bat, ghost, spider.
Yeah.
Pumpkin.
They keep using the same pumpkin that looks like the Grinch. I can't wait to see it. I really hope it's there.
It's a cocktail.
Yeah.
Now I'm hoping for game 3. Now I'm rooting for Karl just so we get another lore.
Yeah, well, I'm always rooting for game 3, so I'm with you. But to be honest, I don't know if we're going to see that pumpkin, because this one has got one of these real-world objects photographed and composited together, which gives it a really eerie feel.
Yeah, earlier today we had a really bad one. Internet Dirigible played it.
Yeah, was that today or was that yesterday?
Oh, that was yesterday, of course. Wasn't it the biker one? The
Yeah,
motorbike?
motorbike escape or rescue or something. I think you were rescuing the motorbike.
The guy just made sure it got home safe.
That's right. Alright, well, 2018 Happy Halloween Escape is a point-and-click escape game developed by Games Too Jolly. We know that you're a great fan of escape games, but that doesn't mean you should not like puzzles, so here we present 2018 Happy Halloween Escape. It is a cocktail with an essence of both puzzles and escape tricks, good luck, and tap of fun.
Like, this lore would be good if it didn't pop up all the time.
Yeah, we've talked about it to death, the difference between a puzzle and an escape trick and why you would not think those were the same thing.
And why it's a cocktail.
A cocktail. What a great word.
I agree.
This is the Halloween cave.
What?
They put up a sign to let everyone know.
Maybe it's like an attraction on like a fair.
I've seen like 3 different kinds of pumpkins now, and none of them are the Grinch pumpkin. I've seen that witch hat before, though. Look at all these objects. I think that's a Frankenstein.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's a Frankenstein hat, monster hat.
What does this flashing jack-o'-lantern want? Oh. What did Karl do to make the symbols appear on it?
Well, he apparently used an item because he scrolled down a bit. Or
I
up,
guess so.
I guess.
Well, that's gonna put him ahead for now. Kind of seems like there's nothing else to do but that. All right, Karl's got... I guess they're not Frankensteins. I guess they're like skull goblets.
Huh.
Yep, eyeballs into a pumpkin is a... That's the only other use I've seen of eyeballs if they're not going into a skull. I would assume that that is a 4-digit number we're going to get in those dots up there, but then we've seen them use that kind of digital number layout, and it was a trap. It was just, you were only supposed to look at the number of dots, basically, to get the actual numbers.
Oh yeah. They redrew that, I think.
Yeah, this is not the typical, the like line segments. These are actual dots. Oh, and it's different actually because there's 13 dots for each thing rather than 7 line segments. Well, there's a screen over here. Look at all these screens they haven't been going to in here.
Oh, you make the skeleton dance.
I've seen that skeleton before, but you had to like he was holes in a tree, and you had to put the bones in, and then it opened.
Of course.
YMCA.
Could be the solution, like the hint. It's gonna be YMCA. General knowledge.
Just a picture of the village people, and you gotta just know.
I like the grave marker on the right with the lock inside. Like you died and your family went like, let's make this gravestone part of some weird scavenger hunt.
Or it was like a request at the person, like, when I die, my tombstone better be part of some obscure hunt. Okay, you feed a bug into the pumpkin. That's what we missed.
That makes no sense at all.
No. The pumpkin's like alive, I guess? Alright, so these doohickeys do go into the holes above there. A hook. This is the thing that Karl's had for a while that Pikapals only just got. And it's not the hole in the floor where Karl is, it's the hole... It's one of 3 holes in the environment that you hook something out of.
This is a dangerous house.
Okay, no, never mind. I think Karl had already done that and got those skulls out of there. Okay.
Alright, let's see if it's 6247. It is. Lucky. Oh my god. This one's
Left,
also
right
alive.
sequence. Right, left, left, right, right, left, left.
This is more like 2018 Pumpkin Escape.
Yeah, there are a lot of pumpkins. All right, the hammer smashes
Oh,
open
jeez.
the gravestone. The disrespect
that's
for the
BM.
dead. Wow. Karl had no hesitations there. Which is mostly just the product of having been stuck on everything for so long that you just remember, like, you've got a much clearer idea of where everything is and what it's likely to require. Okay, so some of these faces are wrong, but instead of just putting each of the 4 faces in order, you need to swap them all so that there's an entire column of that face. Whoa, that knife just cut straight through that pumpkin.
I hope that one wasn't alive.
I hope not. There it is.
Oh. He's like pointing.
Oh, that's my favorite. That's my favorite clue I've ever seen to any puzzle. There's the arrows for outside the house. Karl's hesitating, I think trying to take a moment to memorize.
So
it might be long enough to give Pikapals a chance.
Memorizing these is kind of tough because maybe they're in a different order.
Right.
Because the color then signifies which one is which.
Yeah, I would have trouble memorizing 4 colors with 4 directions.
Yeah.
That's not something I can do easily.
Huh?
There goes all 5. A book has been spit out. The symbols, we've seen these symbols in the other room. There they are.
It's like a grimoire.
Yeah. Oh man, if Pikapals can like click really fast. Oh, I don't know. It's gonna be tough. I think we're going to game 3. The Halloween cave is open. I don't think this is a good thing that this guy's here. I think he was sealed away and we shouldn't have broke that seal.
No, it's happy. Well, the Halloween
Well,
escape.
it's happy. Yeah. Now it's got fresh meat. Still, that was a great job by Karl, bringing it to a game 3. Oh, it didn't say Jolly Escape? All right, let's take a look for Pikapals now. Happy Halloween.
Oh. I think the New Year ones also say Happy New Year.
So that one was very close. Karl, I largely feeding the pumpkin faster was the thing. And then just got a little bit less stuck with what to do with the hook, I think. I'm going to give them like 10 more seconds to maybe get their comments in before I record this race. It was pretty funny that both players made the same mistake of not noticing there was an arrow to another room inside the house.
A lot of houses only have one room.
Yeah, and sometimes there's like if there's like a doorway on one side of the room, you'll of course be like you'll look for the arrow, but sometimes it's just kind of unclear
Yeah.
that there would be a screen over there. It's a good sign that Jolly games are still the names are still making me laugh.
Oh my, what the hell? This is like some Hogwarts stuff.
I can't possibly imagine what this was supposed to be.
This is the second book of Harry Potter. Alright, get ready for school drainage escape.
Harry Potter and the... Oh god, I'm blanking on the... What's the gutter you have around the top of your house? Eaves trough. Ah, I blew it. I was gonna say Harry Potter and the clogged eaves trough, but I couldn't get the word, and so the joke just fizzled.
Oh hell yeah.
School Drainage Escape is a new point-and-click escape game from Games 2 Jolly Family. There's a school nearby, which is famous for its strength. Yes, it has the most number of students in the state. Since it has more students, there will be a fair number of students playing the ground always. The school cleanliness staff forgot to close the drainage lid, and it's left open now. Find the lid and close it before some kid fell into it. Good luck.
It's famous for its strength. A fair number of students play in the ground always. Oh my god.
And so you're not even like helping a kid who got stuck down there. You're like preemptively just going to get the lid and put it on the thing.
I think that's a good lesson.
It's a good idea. Don't wait until someone falls into a hole and is in dangerous.
Yeah.
Oh my god. In dangerous? The language is starting to affect my mind.
Oh my god.
In dangerous.
So some kid has fell into the ground and is dangerous.
That's right.
These lores are the best part.
Yeah, we were disappointed by
Game 2,
the last two, but this got there. This got there in a half.
It's famous for its strength.
and then yes. Yes. Afterwards, it's just exactly what you were thinking. Yes, it has the most number of students.
You wanted to doubt me, but yes.
All right, here we go. School Drainage Escape. Oh my god, this music. I hope we have the game audio.
Oh, I can switch.
Pikapals. Yeah, Pikapals has its clean audio.
Alright, we'll do.
Oh, okay, there.
Oh, this is cyber.
Is this a blinking sequence indicating the order you need to... Yeah, look at that. Both players got it immediately. It's tough to know when the start and end of that sequence begins. Oh my gosh, the sync between these two players.
You needed the
Birds
scissors
Foods
to open the bag. You couldn't just rip it open.
No, it's one of those really tough ones, you know. But you don't want to pull too hard because you know they're gonna go flying.
Like when you try to rip like plastic paper apart and it just keeps getting worse.
Yeah. It starts stretching out in a weird way rather than just coming apart. So the time to knife was about 54 seconds on this one.
That's low.
Yeah, this is a pretty quick knife. It's a pretty quick progress from both players so far.
The knife is placed like in the cantina way, like, oh, this is just like a regular eating knife, but it's not.
No.
This is a shank knife.
That's a combat knife. Just out in the open in this school.
Yeah.
Wow, you get into all kinds of rooms in this. This is probably the most well-realized space I've seen that wasn't stolen from a TV show.
This has to be stolen. Look at this cantina.
Yeah. Look at the perspective on these desks. Yeah, wait, holy crap. Look how well drawn those desks are.
They don't really match up.
It was a little off, but the perspective is still like pretty accurate though. Is this just straight up 1 + 6, 2 + 10? And then what, do you double it?
Wait, what?
I guess you double it. I don't know where that comes in.
What the hell is Pikapals doing with the knife?
I missed it.
Look for it on Karl's stream. That was great.
We got a Albert Einstein looking guy trying to give him a haircut with the knife.
I know, you'll be amazed what the knife is used for. Here we go.
Oh. Just a... Okay.
Like, we used the scissors to open the bag, and then we threw
and
the
then
scissors
threw those
away.
Screw that. This is a job for a knife.
Like the poor table.
Yeah. All right, so Pika has not caught on to the fact that you can double these numbers. Or they have now, okay.
Why do you need to double them? Does it say that anywhere?
Because those were what the green numbers give you. They just... None of them match up to the actual answers, but they match up to twice the actual answers.
There's got to be a hint for that, right?
Maybe. There'll just be like a big number 2 on the wall somewhere.
So I think they're kind of sync.
Yeah.
They have a lot of items.
I don't know exactly what Karl has done in the past 30 seconds or so since cutting the paper. Has a bottle? I'm not sure Pikapals has a bottle. Alright, it's got some water.
Nice. Stay hydrated.
Yeah, always important.
And we've got scissors, knife, hammer. This game has everything.
Oh, the hammer to hit the fire alarm? But no, it's the locker repainter. It's the... Okay, it's cool.
What? What's the point? Who built this?
So it's an up-down... Wow, it's not that puzzle, though.
Huh.
It's indicating a sequence of ups and downs. So this is not an easy thing to screenshot. So what you would probably want to do is memorize, like, which ones are up. Oh, okay, now it's working. What? Why didn't it work before?
Maybe he didn't click enough?
Yeah, maybe he didn't click all the way through them. Dang. Okay, well, nice job by Pikapals to recognize that that was a possibility and double check that. Ah, there's the bottle, of course.
I mean, do you have recycling programs in the US?
Yeah, there'll be a bin for those.
We bring them back
but
to
not
the
everyone
store in Germany.
Not everyone is mindful of them. So they've gone down slightly different paths now.
This is huge.
A little bit difficult. Yeah, this is a big one. This is a really exciting game 3. So yeah, there's the hammer to smash these lockers now for Karl.
I mean, of course this is huge. This school is known for its strength.
That's right. All those students gotta go somewhere.
in the ground.
So I guess to memorize these lockers, I would remember like which ones were up and then give those ones numbers. Like 1, 3, 6, and 8 are up. and then just try to remember as I'm clicking.
Escape.
You just write the word escape on this board
With the green
with
marker.
a green highlighter. Oh boy. Oh, look, it's the letters for space can also spell escape.
Oh, that's kind of smart. I like that.
Yeah, escape this space.
No way.
Basketball, just shoot some hoops out here, I guess. Why not? What could...
Oh, Aaron
I don't know
Derby
what's...
predicted the hairdryer to the pinwheel.
Oh wow, look at that. Three hours. Oh, 30 minutes, 45 seconds.
Okay. Gonna be a
That
long
was
game.
not an obvious interaction that Karl got immediately. Now, I don't think Karl's done
It's
anything with a hairdryer.
it's like really bad fake 3D, but I love it.
Yeah, I've actually seen this Rotato device before. But it was not a globe on top of it, and it didn't move in that really cool way.
The way the globe spun was like an 8-bit game trying to do it.
Yeah. So Karl needs this locker sequence. And then I guess that leads to the hairdryer, which leads to the pinwheel. Both of those I think are a little weird, so not straightforward. Whereas Karl has done everything with the bottle of water and everything that led to, culminating in a basketball going through a hoop to get that three hour, however many minutes and seconds clue. Okay, there's the hairdryer. So silly.
It just stops at exactly the right position.
There's 2 more crayons. One still missing for Karl. I forget how the water is used. But it's the next step for Pikapals.
This music loop is just like 5 seconds.
Yeah, it's really good, but it needs to be more than 5 seconds. So this hours, minutes, seconds thing is pretty straightforward once you get the clue.
But before you
There's
get
a
the
clock
clue,
on the wall.
before you get the clue to the hour, minute, second thing, you might think, oh, I have to do some math or something.
Yeah. All right, Karl. You got that sequence of lockers. Both players still have this toothbrush. I don't know what's going on with that. There could be a smudge somewhere they need to scrub away.
You know what would be cool if you had to set your time, you know, the one in the top left, to in this puzzle.
You need to just set it to like the earliest one and then wait for the timer to match it, and then it just opens.
I mean, I think it would be cool, but it's obviously not what these games are going for.
Yeah. Oh, it definitely would be cool. I've seen something. Wait, you can click this plant? This is what Karl did. So Pikapals is now, I think, going to be potentially in the lead. Depends how long it takes them to follow through on this sequence and how long it takes Karl. The glasses, of course, go on the Einstein picture. We'll see if Pikapals is heading straight there. Yep.
He's so happy about it.
He can see. Finally, he can see. The highlighter to write.
Oh, someone
On the
mailed a
board.
marker.
Yeah, they just dropped it in there.
I'm confused. Is Karl not seeing the entry device for up down, or?
Yeah, I just think he hasn't clicked on it. It's pretty small outside on the school wall. We can, when Pika goes to put this basketball in, we can try to have a look and see if we can see it. Oh, Karl did it. It did lead to the hairdryer. I made that comment earlier and then thought I must be mistaken. Okay, so Pika's got this, like, spray can thing.
Okay, so this continent is... Oh, I think that's like the left country.
Oh, this is for the globe.
That's the left country in World
Oh, you
of
brush
Warcraft.
it now? And then what? What? You clean off the entire globe?
I know what happened. Someone, the guy who mailed the green marker, just wrote all over the code.
It wasn't a globe at all. It was just a ball with a number on it,
Yeah,
and they
and then
turned it
someone
into a
came.
globe.
And then they tried to get rid of the evidence by throwing the marker in the mailbox.
There's the lid. Pikapals with the come from
Oh
behind
my
victory.
Kyle has been
Wow.
on this for 2 minutes and it's just 10 seconds.
Yeah, so it's not the toothbrush, it's the wherever that spray can comes from is what Karl's missing. Because I doubt he would have already sprayed the globe and then not done the brush, right?
I guess you're right, yeah.
Yeah, look, he's trying to brush it right now, but you got to get it wet first before you can
I
clean.
mean, we had water. There's a water dispenser that we used to fill the bottle.
Oh man, these games. Maybe it's not water. Maybe it's like Windex
Oh, yeah,
in there.
that's
or
true.
something.
That's true.
Some kind of solution. It's a cabinet in the cafe. It's just a pixel hunt to grab this thing that Karl's stuck on. It's green rust. So I guess the globe is made of copper, I think. I think copper rusts green. Maybe bronze, I'm thinking of. Chakazam says, please no pixel hunts in my match. You're in the wrong tournament.
Ah, I forgot we have another match. That's so good.
Yeah.
More lore.
More pixel hunts. I had to roll my chair backwards so I wouldn't yell into my microphone when that globe got scrubbed away. I didn't know what to expect, but it wasn't that.
There's another globe there. Maybe you can scrub that one too.
So this must be like one of the only clickable things aside from this cabinet in the cafe, right? So
Also, the globe is on like this round table in sort of the middle of the room, and you need to find the crank so you can turn it, because there's no way you could just walk around that tiny table.
yeah, I love the stupid reasons that they don't give for why you can't just look at a thing from another angle. There's like a monitor turned away from you and you have to hold up a mirror to it to see what's on it, stuff like that. There it is. Spray bottle, toothbrush was a little bit early, I think. Yeah, the animation hadn't finished.
Scrub, scrub.
Oh, animation cancel. I think you got the number anyway.
But are you allowed to enter it?
I think so. There it is. The final crayon.
The font of the numbers changed as it was opening.
Uh-huh, yeah.
That's quality.
They just like, at some point in development, they like switched what font it was going to be,
yeah,
but they
yeah,
already had the
probably.
picture of the other one. Yeah, something like that. There it is. Jolly escape from Karl. Well done, bringing it to game 3. Had the lead, I'm going to say, on this one. Just got done in by that pixel hunt. Could have been anyone's game. Oh, that's true. Karl is not actually a dot done yet. The SRL will poorly reflect how close this race actually was. There it is, 15:38. Now, Karl's a lot of fun, just as a person. So I'm hoping that both players are willing to join us. Pika 2. I don't mean to undersell Pika.
Hey there.
How you guys doing?
Doing well. Dumb rust spray.
Yeah, that was the story of Game 3, really. I'm gonna say you were ahead until missing that point, that one thing.
Yeah. I hard stop. I was like, I know I'm missing it. I know I'm missing something. Because I'm looking at the globe like, this is unintelligible. I can't.
How does this turn into a 4-digit number, right?